Julie, another live session this morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning from Manchester, and we're starting our day great with our healthy combo juice. Yeah, and the VIP is already on the table, as you can see. Yay! VIP in the building. I will tell you all about this, but I'll let you just settle in, go into your live comments, and just leave me a comment. And please interact. I love the interaction. It keeps me going. Ask your questions, and even after the video, remember to leave a comment after this live session. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it to those that will benefit from it. In fact, this warm morning in Manchester. Now, if you live anywhere in the UK, you know when we say warm, it's a privilege. But wherever you are, warm equals to hydration. And this morning, we are getting our body hydrated, not just with anything. No, we treat our bodies like the royalty that our bodies are. Our most prized treasure, I always say, is our bodies. If we need to make money, you need your healthy body. Whatever you need to do, you need a healthy body. Nobody guarantees, but you make an effort because food is for the body, healthy food especially. So let's get started. As usual, I have my nice cup of tea for the start of my day. I know, don't even bother looking at the face, but it is healthy. That's the most important thing. If you know, you know. If you're an oldie on this channel, you know that I always start my morning with a warm herbal drink, which is what I'm doing now. And recently I've learned to let it ferment. So this one was from yesterday evening, and then I intentionally make more than enough, leave like a quarter of a cup. In the morning I top it off. That's my way of fermenting my, I have mint leaves there, bay leaves, those are all that you're seeing there, and a whole lot of stuff. If you want me to do a video of more teas, I have some teas on my channel. I will happily do that if you let me know. Now I can tell you it's sweet. It's sour actually, but it is healthy. So please share. Let's get started. So we already have the VIP in the building, and that's our funnel. I'll tell you about it. But as a woman 50 plus, you need this in your life. And if you're also a nursing mother, this is one of those things that we midwives recommend that you have if you're struggling a bit with breast milk, but because it has a lot of influence on the hormones, and that's why a woman over 50 as well. In fact, if you're in your 40s, you know those hormones running helter-skelter. You need to keep them in check. And I found the fresh fennel. Most times you find the dried ones that you get from your health shops, but I found this one. I think I've done a video with fennel a long time ago, fresh one. So, yeah, I love the, is it the aroma? I don't want to say the smell. The aroma, yeah, that makes it. I have my special niece behind me, observing me. So I'm giving her to give us a bit of a view.
Yes.
It smells. Yeah.
Yes, I love the aroma.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah, and it's going to add a great flavor to our drink. Now, your own assignment will be to leave for me in the comment section some of the benefits. I've given you one. I'm juicing this for the morning because as a woman of over 50, I love to balance out my hormones. It's very great, very nutritious. Yeah, so as usual, you know that I love to unravel things. I don't like mysteries. I love mysteries, but I don't like mysteries. I don't want any surprises in my juice. Trust me, I've seen a lot. There was the day, yeah, I think it was the last live video. You can check it out. We found living, crawling things inside an apple. Yes. So don't say because it's nature's then. Yeah, there's a lot of things that live in nature. Now talk about nature's. This one is dead, but it's something that looks like an insect. Please unravel. I know our recent juices can do wonders. They can juice whole items. I could have just split this into two, rinse it out, and thrown in my juicer because my juicer has the capacity. But stop. Think. Do you want extra proteins? The ones that you don't need. You know what I'm talking about, the earthworms and the slugs and all that stuff. Yeah, well, if you want those proteins, then juice them whole. Otherwise, unravel your fruits and veggies, wash them properly. Hand hygiene is key before juicing. So yeah, we've gone down to the root. We found just one thing, dead one. But trust me, if you check the last life, I think I must have caught it on camera. I think I did. Just watch that, you will see. So this one goes into the bin. As usual, getting organized is key to juicing. It can be tiring, but of course, you're watching live, so I'll give you all the tips and I'll remind you of them. So getting organized is a key one. If you look close here, as I move the camera, I have my regular bowl for our kitchen washing stuff. I have my bowl here, and we're going to be dressing it up together. If you're a regular, you already know when I mean dressing it up together. If you're a newbie, thank you for joining today's live. You're highly appreciated. So when we say dressing it up, we're going to use this as our bin. It's way easier and less tiring or cumbersome if you have your compost bin. We have our compost bin, so you have to dispose certain things certain ways. So food and food products are disposed in compost bags. So we are using this metal or aluminium bowl as our bin for today. It's ready. So instead of having so many things at the same time to clean up, which makes it tiring, especially after juicing, we just throw there as we go along. Knife is ready. Chopping board is just arm's length away from me. So let's get down to washing. And our keywords, leave in the comment section. Mindfulness, intentionality. Be mindful of every step, every choice, and be intentional. It actually produces great results, even in other spheres of life. So I'm moving the camera to the wash sink because I'm not doing this washing alone. You are joining me. We are doing the hard work together. So yeah, typically I love to wash pits and parts in my strainer. So I'll grab a strainer. I know, talk about colors. You can easily guess what colors that trick me. I did a clean napkin which I'm going to grab from the cupboard behind me. I love life because you can't sneak out of anything. You can't cut off anything. You just keep going. Yeah, so we have a clean napkin for drying hands because we will wash our hands severally in order to produce best healthy wellness juice. Then I need one more napkin, which will be for extra cleaning. This one, yeah, right behind me. So I love to submerge in water. That way, anything heavier than the fruit or vegetable will sink down and easily be washed away. So that's one reason I love to soak in water. I also love to scrub, so I'll grab my sponge. One way I wash is scrub with clean sponge, clean water. I usually will not add anything, but like I always say, do you be you. If you feel more confident using salt, vinegar, whatever, then do it. Just make sure you rinse it out properly. I also love to trim off edges. Like I said, be safe. So use your chopping board if you have to chop off, but I'm so used to cutting off, things you've done for many years. It's easy to just fall back in that habit, and I do it safely because I've been well practiced. I was brought up on it, so it's easy. But if you weren't, make sure your chopping board is right next to you to do this before or after you wash. Yeah. I'm happy with this. I really don't need to scrub it that much. All I need to do is a good rinse. Oops, I'm flooding the place. So while this is submerging in running water, I'm just going to rinse out one of the napkins I have here. I'll use it to tidy up the work surface. You're coming with me. You're not leaving me alone in this. So yeah, as usual, I love to do the clean and dirty environment. Probably because I'm a nurse, I'm used to having clean and dirty environment. That way certain things don't cross, so I don't contaminate my ingredients, knowing that they are going into my tummy raw. So hand washing, hand washing, hand washing. And be intentional and mindful. So I think we are done with this. Easy peasy. So this is our fennel. Yep. You don't have to juice all of it, because I get the question sometimes, you don't know what quantity. I've been juicing for a while and I'm very free-minded, so I kind of juice as my mood dictates. That's way I enjoy it. So it differs from day to day, but do you be you. You can choose for a start. If you've never juiced it, you don't want it to be overwhelming. I love very strong flavors, and I'm a more sour-toothed person, so I enjoy very strong flavors. So I would definitely juice all of this with the quantity of stuff you'll be seeing. So just keep watching. You can start with probably a few strings of it, first layer, second layer, and you can increase as you feel comfortable later. Try it out first. Not everyone might like the overwhelming flavor of it, so just do you be you. It's just like ginger. I would do a pile of ginger in my juice. Some people might not like that very much. If you're sweet-toothed, just start as a beginner. Start small and increase gradually. I've been doing this since the COVID. Yeah, so the inception of the COVID in 2020. Yeah, I think I started juicing 2020. So I kind of have been around some of these things. So start small and increase as you think. Be also having in mind that you're doing a healthy option. So make sure when you're choosing, you balance things out. So start with a few layers of it and then you increase. So that is ready and good to go. So I don't splash dirty water in. I'm going to keep it safe away and just move things around as I go on. So next on our agenda, we are going to actually leave the celery you saw for last, because celery can be dirty to wash. Let's do spinach. I will bring a bigger strainer. Again, I love to submerge my spinach in water. So this is leftover spinach I have from home. It's still nice and fresh. So plenty of green. The chlorophyll is good for our body. I'm going to be sharing this juice with others who are not very familiar with juicing, including my niece. So I'm not going to be overwhelming them with the quantity. But I love spinach. Like, I love spinach. It's so easy. It doesn't have any, it doesn't have any flavor that will make you not to drink it. It's not overwhelming. It's just nice and a good beginner leafy vegetable. And the color is just beautiful with juices like the one on the thumbnail. But the thumbnail didn't have, I don't think that photo on the thumbnail even had the spinach. Yes, I think it did. So this is one that if you greens are very healthy, very, very healthy. So if you're thinking of a green to start with and you're not sure and you have access to spinach, then I will advise start with spinach. If you're somewhere in Africa where you have pumpkin leaves or ugu, no, actually water leaf will be it, not ogo. Water leaf, because they are just friendly. They're just there and they're healthy too, hydrating, skin health, like glow from inside out. So I think we have just an hour to go through this, so I think I will pick up a bit and speak less. Let's enjoy the sights and sounds. And I enjoy my cup of tea. That's my chopping board. So while the spinach is watching, I have my mint leaf. Mint leaf is another regular. Now, if you've watched quite a few of my videos recently, I've been getting spinach from my garden, but I think we are getting above the season now, or beyond the spinach season, because it really started early, somewhere in March. I started getting them. I've effectively used them, so I've now gone back to buying spinach from the shops because they are nearly drying out. So I only get a few strings for a cup of tea. I'm looking out my garden now and I can't even see any fresh one. They are all yellow in color now, so I think it's gone beyond the season. So I got this spinach mint leaf. Did I say, have I been saying mint leaf all this while? So these mint leaves are from the shop. So I'll just wash together, and I think no, I've contemplated basil, but no, leave it. Like, okay, so wash. One more wash and we are done. I have another vegetable or root vegetable I'll be adding, also great for feminine health because it works hormones perfectly well. It will add an earthy flavor. If you know type already, if you know what I'm talking about, it has an earthy flavor and it's great for feminine health. Great for eyes, great for the heart, and has a lot of fiber, both soluble and insoluble, so great for digestive health as well. You'll be seeing that shortly. Let's finish with our green leafy vegetables, and that is for today: spinach and fresh mint leaf. So I think we are good to go with this. I don't think I need any more strainer, so we'll just do manual. Okay, next on the agenda, like I told you, if you guess right, carrots. It's going to help us sweeten this juice, but it comes with that sweetness. So we scrub your carrots. Very, very important. It's a root, so you know it comes dirty. Yeah. Some people will scrape it off, but the skin is also healthy. It comes with this oily chemical that is great. Our bodies need it, our skins need it, the lining of our intestines need it. So occasionally, don't scrape, but I love to use my sponge and give it a good hard rub. That has been good enough for me. Okay, I need to check my sink. I don't think it's blocked. Just the strainer in it just got trapped. So I'm going to avoid cutting the ends off bare hands. We are going to use our chopping board. Yeah. That's done. Clean. So now we are going to do the dirtiest one. I still have 2 more ingredients which I'll be washing. Actually, let's just do those ones and then we'll do the dirtiest one. Then I'm going to tell you the last one, the secret ingredients. So ginger is in the building. Because I'm also sharing with a lot, I'm weary. Actually, we'll go the whole 9 yards. Let's do ginger this morning. We are kickstarting our metabolism. And 1 lemon. So ginger to ginger us up. It's a weekend, so when it's a weekend, you kind of indulge in 1 or 2 things. So let's get the ginger in for a good burst. Ginger doesn't need introduction. A superfood that does that does the body great. The aroma is already in the air. Again, I just scrub, and I rinse out. Actually, I'm noticing that this particular sponge I'm using, is leaving some of this residue. So I usually get the green ones, but this was the one that was available, so I have to grab another sponge from the shop. Ooh. So I'm going to chop off some of the dried ends. It's just me struggling to get good space. This one I've scrubbed, it still looks a bit dark, so trust me, I'll get rid of it. Yep, just anything that doesn't look right, I cut it off. Yep, looks better. I just chop off the dried ends. Yep, they are good to go now. We will chop it up later. And finally, we will bring in one of my favorite vegetable. It's hydrating, very hydrating. Some don't like the flavor, but honestly, I love celery. Yeah, celery is in the building. I love celery. But I will tell you something about celery, which if you're my regular, you already know. This will boost the hydration level. It's over 90% of water, not just any kind of water, water that is loaded with electrolytes that our bodies need to, our cells need to regenerate, our kidneys, our bladder, all need to function. And above all, celery is very calming. It has a calming effect on the body. So if you want a refreshing, relaxing juice drink, just add your celery. I love to take it at bedtime as well. Just before, when you want to watch the movie and just chill before bedtime or in the early evening. Celery is one of my go-to for that. Yep. But like I said, I'm going to show you. I have evidence. I don't want to talk without evidence because I have a lawyer behind me. Yeah. So I need to show her evidence. My list. So celery can come as great as it is. You have to wash it. Look at that. So if you decide to bunch juice because your juicer can do the magic, it won't be a healthy drink. So unravel them, chop them off. I've literally cut off the ends to get them off the bunch, and I wash. See? So I have my evidence at hand. What say you, George?
Go ahead.
See? Dirty. But I tell you, it doesn't put me off. I've encountered all sorts with celery, but I still love my celery. I've seen living slug in it so many times, several insects, but they feed the earth, so there's always good scrubbing techniques for celery. Like, take time to wash your celery, don't rush. And any portion of it that you're not confident with, just chop it off. If I scrub and I don't feel like some black things are leaving, I just chop off that end. It's usually towards the end of it or midway, but the bulk of the dirt comes from the end of it, of course, which mostly comes from the ground. It's a stalk. Another tip here for celery: when I go buying celery, I like to look for the ones with some of its leaves. In the regular grocery shops, you hardly find the leaves, but if you go to a farmer's market, you will get the full celery and all the apparels. Yeah, but I got this from our regular shop, so you can see the leaves ends are gone, but I got a few. If I have to get them from my regular shop, which is where I get them most of the time, I just choose the one that I can find some leaves attached. So one of the leaves we are using today is celery leaves. So I think the grocery shops, they pack them differently and sell them at a different price because the leaves are not very common. They're a bit more pricey than your regular spinach. So this is the bulkiest wash we have. After that, we are done. So let's use our hands now. The beauty of life is that life juicy, you can't fast forward. So we just naturally hurry up, but with intentionality. Remember to like this video. I know most of you will be watching replay. Leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't for more life juices. life is just busy now, so I've not had the time to edit. I have quite a few videos to edit and post. So instead of keeping you without videos, I said, why not do it live? I think it gives you the full reality of it without aesthetics. You see the actual thing you're getting into. And just see it happen as it goes. And the beauty of YouTube, you can always come back to watch a live. So it's not going anywhere. I see something that we need to chop off. Yep. We're getting there. Closer, closer every day. Almost there. Almost there. See, we got there after all. So another thing I will just do here is to slice it into two. That way it soaks in the basin. No, trust me, that's not a living thing. It's residue from the sponge. You know, I told you somehow this particular sponge is living residue. Look at the mess. It looks messy. It's actually new. Well, no, I have to be mindful when I'm picking the next one. Go back to the former brand. So while that is running, I'll just let you mind it while I attempt to share this live video. Just my cup of tea. This is the hardest bit of it. The juicer will do the rest. Ooh, they are overflowing. And here, right here, I think we will need a strainer at this point. Actually, let's get this water, one more water on to make sure no unwanted guest goes with us. One more and we'll be good to go. I might actually just get them in here. Okay. Oh, now we are ready. Yeah, I found the live video. Just going to share it. Okay. Just keep it. Now, I didn't run away. Trust me. So I believe, and I'm sure you will agree with me, that this is properly washed. Look at that water, clean. So, evidence, remember? Today is all about evidence because we have a lawyer in our midst. So let's get this clean. Finally, one more ingredient and we start juicing. Let's get our bean out and use it. Remember, evidence. So sometimes I just bring the bowl and do it directly, so I don't have to do an extra work. But I think it's the position of my tripod stand. It's not giving me direct access. Anyway, we have it here. It's done. One more. Get my knife ready for action. So the other thing now, we move back to our working surface. There was a bit of splash of water here, which I'm going to clean up and get it back to a clean environment for juicing. Because now we have all our ingredients clean. So, chopping board is good to go. Every other thing is ready. Let's get this out of the way. I think we are water done now. So, just give my hands a quick dry. Before I introduce the last ingredient, let's get this carrot chopped. I just want to make sure that you can see me. Yeah. So the ends is washed. Remember, we've washed it. So we just get off the ends and split it into two. That way we'll make it easier for our juicer. Now, if I see a bulge or a break, I literally will cut open. I've washed them, I know, just to visualize it. And if I feel like I need to chop up that end, then I do. It won't reduce my juice in any way, but it will make it safer. So there's no break. Remember, the key word here is intentional and mindful to get the best results. If you apply that to other spheres of life, it works. So just that one size is okay. Actually, I might split this in two. I'll tell you why later. So this was split, so I'm just going to cut it because I didn't split it. So yeah, our carrots are good to go now. Get them back into container. Oops! You see why it's important to clean your surface, because things will fall. But I'm confident when my surface is clean, so I don't need to wash them again. Now, I think we have one more thing to peel, or two even. Our ginger. So I'm just going to leave this, but this one, to help the blender out or the juicer out, I just split it into two. And because I have fennel in it, in the juice, I'm going to take the skin of the lemon out. Again, I have beginners that will be taking this juice, and I don't want to overwhelm them with too many flavors. So let's do that. You see why I tell you I have my chopping board here, but I still do this. I was brought up in it, so it's stuck in my brain to do it. But just do what feels safe for you, okay? Be safe and careful. So that's it. Finally, I bring to you the secret special ingredient that brings joy to the juice. If you're an oldie, you've been watching my video, you've been following me, I'm sure you already start guessing what that is. Just that today it's not coming whole. It's been prepped ahead of hand, and that is our pineapple. Honestly, it adds joy to the juice, and I love joy, if you know me. Yum yum. So for the joy, the excitement it will add to the juice, like it takes the juice to another level with flavor, with the sweetness. Now all the newbies, I'll be able to convince them to go juice lifestyle. So pineapple it is for you. Has bromelain in it, which is a nutrient our body desperately needs. Loaded with vitamin C, of course. A combo of it gives you a popping skin, natural popping skin, digestive health, boost immune system, like, and so on and so forth. So I've just taken off the chopping board. I know I didn't move the camera. I was just rinsing it off. And one more time, wipe the working surface and get the juicer in. Hand wash again, and I'll show you all our prepped ingredients. You keep an eye on it, okay? Mind it. And we have our fresh leaves here, a mixture of spinach and mint, fresh mint. So I'll go grab the juice. So we have the VIP in the building. The juicer will do all the work while we watch. We've paid our dues. So I think I will need an extension. Now the beauty of life, you just keep going. Keep an eye on the juicer. I have an extension to connect the juicer to power or to mains. So it's done here. So that's the engine, and I'm using my Nama juicer today. I think I owe you a review. It's now 1 year I've been using my Nama juicer, and I've steadily used it for 1 year. I've not mixed any other juice. Well, I think I've done you already seen my citrus juicer. My other juicer, since I came back offshore work, I've actually had it in my box. So it's been my Nama, and I think I owe you guys a review, which I'll be doing as soon as I can. Okay, bear with me. So let's get this lady up and running. So I'll just extend this so you can, it's literally the same height as me, so I can't see the camera. Bear with me. So it's all about the clicks for me. Simple and easy to use. Free ad for Nama. So if you don't couple it, you don't get those clicks. So let's look for the clicks. Okay, let me assume I did. Otherwise, I have to take it off or take it apart and start all over. Let's listen out for the click. That's it. The big girl is in here. Now the click is coming. That's it. It's all about the clicks. I hope you can see that. Yep. So we're good to go now. It's connected to the mains. I think one more set of things. A few times I've forgotten to do the cups. This will hold the juice. This will hold the chaff. So we are good to go. Let's get empty and ready for juicing. Now, the best result to get the best out of your fruits, leaves in first. So green leaves in, and then we look for things. I love to, at this point, throw my lemon. Is small and it can rub off and get squeezed properly. My gingers in, every other small little bits, and this. If I want to use dried fruits, this is the point where I also put it because it gets mixed up and grinded properly. Yeah, I do use. Watch my other videos. Now I won't forget our fennel. So I might save some for a fresh cup of tea actually. So the fennel is also lightweighted. So I'll just pop that and the rest of it. So I literally have halved the fennel. I'm leaving because I have people. I will use this later for a cup of tea, and I'll freeze some, which I'm going to be using later. So drop. Done, and let's turn it on together. Yeah, let the fun begin now. So all is getting well mixed up and juiced. And I think we are seeing results already. You can see. Ooh, I can't wait. Now, our full evidence. Today is all about evidence. See? So, we're in motion. The chaff is coming through. So, while this is going down, I could be adding some more through here. But this is already diced. Yeah, that's it. Because if I open up the cup, it stops. But I don't want to interfere. So, if they can fit through here, I do so. So you remember when I was chopping up those carrots, the fat carrots? Yeah, that's because it wouldn't go through here. So it's easy for me to pop it through. But this is the pineapple. This is not fitting here. Well, it can fit in my mouth. Yeah. A worker is worthy of his wages, so I think I deserve this. It's so yummy. So the juices are juicing. I think we might have enough. So far, 450 ml of juice is already made, and that's not with any of our celery. So I think we are going to get enough juice for 4 this morning. I'm just washing off. Like I said, we'll make it easy on us. So I have actually 15 minutes because I have an editing to finish and post. If you want to see adventures of Julie Adventure Vlogs, which are my travel, check out Julie Adventure Vlogs on YouTube. I'm going to hopefully post a video out this evening. Now I think we have about 550 meals, so we need to empty. Let's do it together. Ooh, look at that color. I love this. Make food your medicine. Your body will thank you for this. So I think this time we can't help but open up the jar. Is completely empty now, so see, it stops. Let's get carrots in there. The juicer is ready for his work now with carrots. Oh, I left off one of my ginger, so it goes in. It doesn't really matter when you put it, but if you put it early, because of the flavor, you get the best of it. So yeah, it does it beautifully well. Oh, I can smell it from here. Yeah. So we see, we are beginning to see speckles of carrots coming through from the chaff, and we can see the color of the carrots is also popping in the juice. So keep an eye while I'm behind the scene, tidying up, because we are running a little bit. Of course, if I was not recording, I would have finished this juice. So that's one thing you put in mind. Don't judge the length of time I'm using because I'm recording and I'm talking to you. Getting distracted. But if I came down here for a juice, I would have been done and dusted a long time ago. Just drying out all my stuff. Yeah, washed, dried strainers. So by the time I'm done, I have less work to do. I can't put it through because I'm blocking the bed. Oh, my tea. Never mind, I love plenty as well. I'll pack up the remnants of my fennel, and I'll enjoy nice cups of tea and probably another juice with it. We are nearly done with that juicing. I think I should stand here. The thing about Nama juicer compared to other juicers is way quieter, very gentle grinding. Other juices will be very loud, or juicers will be very loud. So I have my remnant fennel packed in a bag. It goes into the freezer because I've washed it. In the fridge, it's going to kind of soak off. So I'll put it in the freezer and I'll take from there for my cup of tea. And also if I want to juice, I'll just throw it in. I'll rinse out these bowls as well while we get ready. I think it's time to add some more salt. let's empty. So we still have quite a bit of space. We have total of about 400 mils of juice, and there's plenty of space in the jug. So let's do this together. Look at the mix up. Make food your medicine. So it's time for our celery. I think that's all we have now, and that will obviously bump up the amount of fluid we'll get and dilute the flavors, adding its electrolytes as well. So while that is grinding, we can just throw in what we want from up here without interrupting the juicing process. So here's the work going through. Celery, of course, you can see from here, and we're beginning to get its juice, which I love, love, love. Remember to share, like, leave me a comment even after the live. That way, the algorithm recognizes it and pushes out to others who love to see them. I'm still adding a bit more. Probably I just raised it. Yeah. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Oh, okay. Yes, daily juicing. Thank you for that question. Yes, daily juicing is actually one of the best ways of doing it. That's the absolute best. Sometimes other things in life might kind of interrupt you from achieving that goal, but I have a great tip: bulk juicing. And I have videos on my channel where we've bulk juice. That way to help you keep on top of things. If you have a busy schedule, just make time to bulk juice, store in your fridge. They will finally last for a week in the fridge and will still give you the same amount of nutrients that your body needs to keep healthy. So we have about 600. We have to let go now. That jug is full, so I will need something bigger. Thank you. Let's get a bigger weapon in. So a bigger jug. What I might do, I think it should serve. I'll just empty everything and they can mix together. And I will tell you the absolute total when we finish. Ooh, well juiced, like proper juiced. So we are empty. It looks like we are done, and we have another 380 thereabouts meals. So let's go empty this, our last one. Make food your medicine. So one other thing I do, I tilt a little, because according to Tesco's, every little helps. So I tilt it a little, whatever is downstairs will come through the funnel while it's still on. Give it a few seconds. Your body will absolutely thank you for this. Your skin will thank you for this. What better way to nourish your body than using fresh fruits and vegetables? No additives, no preservatives. Pure fruits and vegetables that you can find in your regular grocery stores. So let's call the final results before we end this live video. If you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you. You are the real MVP. Let's dry out this, move our juicer. Our juicer does a lot of work, so let's move this out of the way. So here we have the chaff, which I'm going to kindly offer to Mother Earth to nourish us more with healthier fruits and vegetables. So it's going to the compost, which will go for manure and all of those good stuff. If you do other things with your chaff, leave it in the comment section. Like I said in my last life, I used to feel very bad that I am not making use of it. Then it suddenly hits me that look, Mother Nature, Mother Earth needs nutrients as well. So if we give back to Mother Nature, it will produce more for us. Again, there's no fertilizer in it. It's just giving back what it has given to you. So it will help Earth produce. So I no longer feel guilty for throwing it into the compost bin. Make sure it's the compost bin, not. And if you're somewhere where they don't do compost bin, just pour it in your garden. It will nourish your soil, ready for production. So we are done and dusted with that. Let's call the final results. That is the big mug of juice, and let's see if I can find. We have 1,000. Let's keep it at 1,550 mils. So 1.55 liters of juice we got this morning. Oops. I'm the one that consumes the most. So 500 is for me. 550 is for me. And the rest will be shared by 3. In fact, I'm sure I'm going to get up to 600 because everyone will be babying it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will always say make food your medicine. Just to remind you, if this is the first time you're watching me, the best way, the question on the comment section talked about juicing weekly. Yes, you can juice weekly like I answered. Now I have an uninvited guest trying to drink my juice. So, yep, use jar. A glass jar is your best storage for your juices. A glass jar with a good tight lid. I'm not advertising for anybody. There's no name here. Just look for a nice glass jar. It's best. But if you don't have a glass jar, you have a plastic, well, use it. But recommended, the gold standard is plaster with nice closed lid. Can last in your fridge for up to a week. So if you want to keep that healthy lifestyle of juicing or drinking fresh juice daily, this is your go-to. So look at that. And fill it to the brim if you can. Yep, that way there's no air that will react with it. If you don't have enough to fill it, it's not the end of the world, but this is gold standard again. And tight, off to the fridge for the next day, or if you've bought juice, for the next 1 week. I hope you've enjoyed this. I usually would like to wash the juicer with you because you can't leave me with the hard work of washing the juicer. I'm only kidding. But because we are running a bit out of time. Actually, let's do it. Let's just do it. Where there's a will, there's absolutely a way. The rest of it will enjoy here. So I'll just leave it behind me and share this out later. I'm sure the job is mine. Yay, I'm sure. I did the most work. So washing your juicer is simple. You don't have to wash the base. All you need is this portion that we coupled together, because that's what touches the juicer dirties, all of this bit. But the base, which is this one for this juicer, is all electrical. So what you do is damp, clean with a wipe. So squeeze, make sure you squeeze as hard as you can, and just give it a little wipe. It's done a wonderful work of producing our juices that will keep us healthy and nourished, kickstart our metabolism, boost immunity for us all naturally, get our skin popping and glowing from inside out. So yep, that is done, ready to be stored. I'll leave it to dry out. So I think I've already washed my basins away, but we'll still do this. Now, you just go the same way that you coupled it, start unraveling them. I will seal this because I don't want the chaff to block my sink. Remember, mindfulness. It's honestly easy. It comes with its own brush, but I have a bigger brush which is easier and quicker for me to wash with, so I use that. I got that from IKEA. Occasionally I have to use this brush because it has a pointed end that can go into nooks and crannies to be cleaned. Depending on what you juice, sometimes you do get stains on your juicer. Something like beetroot, yeah, it will give your juicer a stain, or even fresh turmeric. But just keep juicing. After a while it fades off, so you get like faded discolorations. As long as you've washed it, you're fine, and let it dry. So we are one down and a few little bits to go. So you might, I'll bring this bin close by so we can add. Did I see a comment popping up the screen? Yeah, I thought I saw a comment popping up the screen. So this is the grinder. This does the magic and gets this juice squeezed out. So yeah, into the water while you're doing all that is soaking through. Literally just as you have coupled it, take it off the same way. I just intentionally get some of it off to save my sink. And this is where sometimes you might need the sharp end of the brush that came with the juicer. If you can't pull it, the brush can actually do the job for you. We'll try and see. If I can't get it, then I'll get the original brush. And my sieve, I had to buy this fine sieve separately. It didn't come with the juicer. It has a one that came with it, but it's not as fine as it, because I love my juices really clean, devoid of as much as possible strings. And finally, this is the outlet. It opens up. You just take whatever you can take out. This little bit, I always say it scares me, so I always wash my juicer myself, because this juicer asks me money. Yeah, so I take my time. I put it back almost immediately. So I just let it soak a few seconds in water. I start with the one I put first, but I saw a comment, so let me go. Hi Nengi, thank you. Oh, thank you. Please do try out. Yeah, I would love to hear how you get on. Thank you. So let's get brushing. I know there's a bit of work, but tell me what something that is good that doesn't come with some effort. Like I said, your body is your most prized treasure. No matter what you acquire, without your physical health and body, it's almost impossible. will achieve. So give it some time, spare time to attend to your body. So I think we are doing it because I've soaked it. I notice it gets loose, so a good brush. Just make sure that everything is gone and you're ready to go. It's that simple. So we are done, all clean. I'll let some of this water out because I'm filling up. So remember this, my little green button, I'm always cautious of it. So pop it back, close it, and I let it strain until I'm ready for the next juice. I think the next time I'm going to be washing, I'll have to look into here because I see like there are things. I think I'll get the actual brush that came with it. That's the brush that came with it, and that's the end. Hold on, like I've spent a few years. No, I gave you the wrong one. That's the brush that came with the nama, and it comes with this portion and this portion. So you have the sharp end and a little brush as well, where you can put in the nooks and crannies. This is the actual brush. So I see something somewhere there. I don't know how I can reach it, but I will think of how to get it next time. I'll just let water run through it now. Maybe it will shift. Yeah, I think I'm shifting it with just water. Yeah. Anyway, this portion doesn't get into the juice, so I'm happy with that. It sits out. So yeah, we are done. All I need to do now is just clean my sink. So that's my sink strainer. It's done a good job for me. Okay, so that goes out. For the compost bin. Every other thing strains. Until I see you in my next live. Thank you so much once again for watching. I know most of you, like I said, will watch it after the live. That's fine. Maybe I'll get a scheduled time so you know exactly when I'm coming up. But life just keeps happening, so it's hard to find it, and I don't want to be stopped because I don't have a particular time. But the beauty of YouTube is that you can come back and watch it. So thank you for joining me as usual. And until I see you in my next video, don't forget to make food your medicine. See, we are studied as we can. I'll just dry this, let them drain in a bowl and put them away. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Leave me a comment, share, like, do all those nice stuff. Bye.